Okay, so today we're talking about the basics of nutrition, and I'm just going to go into Beachbody On Demand and show you everything, how it's laid out in there and how to access it. So this is kind of geared at someone who is just coming into all these programs and wants to know what's going on. So start here. So I'm going to share my screen. I even had the right thing set up underneath here. There it is. So if you go to Beachbody On Demand, if you are, actually, let's just start this logged out. So say your coach has helped you sign up for a free account, or you've just been drinking Shakeology, or you're a customer in the past, you can still log on to beachbodyondemand.com. You can access, this is not nutrition, but you can access the free workouts for some of these programs. Like if you were to click on 30-day breakaway, you can press play and you can try out the program. So you can pay nothing and still access some of the basics. So if we go back to the main, you can come down here and you can go to the Nutrition Center, which is where I recommend everyone starts, Introduction to Nutrition. And if you come in here, you can learn about Introduction to 2B Mindset, Introduction to Ultimate Portion Fix, Introduction to Shakeology, and Introduction to Beachbody Performance Line. Kind of breaks down how the 2B Mindset can help you, how the Ultimate Portion Fix can help you. So I'm going to click on the 2B Mindset first. I highly recommend watching one of the trailers, the basic information, because it just explains so much more about it and very eloquently. But the program has, and before, without paying for anything, you can meet Alana, get the Before You Begin, and learn a little bit about the products she uses. There's a Getting Started guide, a go-to guide. You can access, if you buy a challenge pack with fitness and nutrition, you get access to the online version of this program. So you will, all of these will become unlocked and you'll have full access. So is 2B Mindset right for me? If you're looking to overcome emotional eating, end mindless snacking, or stop punishing yourself for indulging in foods you love, then it's time for you to free yourself of deprivation diets and start the 2B Mindset diet. Alana had success losing over 100 pounds. Aaron, who's on our call, had success losing over 60 pounds. It's just tools so you can eat. I mean, technically you can eat whatever you want. There's no rules, but you track it and you see how your body reacts to it. You see how you feel and you see what happens to the scale. So if you're eating a bunch of crap and you know it's not good for you and you're like, well, I'm just seeing if it'll work for me, write it down, see what the scale says. That's kind of what you do. If you want the scale to go down, you're going to learn cutting some things back is probably a good idea. Maybe having your treats only on special occasion, and you're just going to want to make changes that will be more beneficial to you. So you can learn how to work the treats in and just accommodate it in what you're eating. But the general rule is water first. So we have a certain amount of water we aim to drink every day, over half our body weight in ounces of water, and then veggies most. So veggies should be a predominant part of your meal. And then if you need a snack, first option should be a veggie. If you're not hungry for a veggie, you're probably not really that hungry. So kind of weighing it that way and learning to love vegetables. So with all these programs, like with this one, you get 30 videos teaching you the foundational principles. There's recipes, food lists, meal plans, grocery lists. It tells you how to shop. Just gives you so much information. The foods you can eat. There's no secret. There's no measuring. There's no counting calories, and there's no cutting food groups. What? In fact, nothing is off limits. You'll still fully enjoy parties, eating out with friends, and enjoying the foods you love. So you're learning, like when you go out for dinner, to maybe leave that that big potato and switch it out for a double serving of vegetables. So, you might feel you have to sacrifice a little bit, but why are you doing this? Like, why do you want to make the change? This is where we always go back to. Why do you want to make these changes, and where do you want to go? So anytime you feel like you're deprived, you're like, well, I started this because I wanted to lose X amount of pounds, or I wanted to fit in this outfit for this event, or I just want to feel better. You're going to feel a lot better about making the changes. So the other program is Ultimate Portion Fix. And Ultimate Portion Fix is absolutely fabulous as well. It does involve more measuring. So if you like strict rules to help you know exactly what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, this is the option for you, because you measure based on your height, your activity level, your body weight. You get a certain number of containers. These containers fit a lot more food in than they look. I mean, they look, you get them in your package and you're like, oh my gosh, they're itty bitty, but we can show you some videos. You pour them on your plate and it's way more food than you realize, and it's plenty of food. Some people even say it's too much food. So it just depends. The biggest challenge people usually have is their normal snack time. And that's in both programs. It's how to fit this into your day. Quite often you don't need those extra snacks you've been having. And that's a lot of the time where your weight loss comes to. So is Ultimate Portion Fix right for me? If you finally want to achieve real sustainable weight loss, then look no further than the Ultimate Portion Fix. It's for those who are seeking to have control over food instead of food controlling them, with a structured, well-balanced, and perfectly portioned program without cutting out food groups or starvation, and without taking the fun out of eating. So there's video recipes. Autumn Calabrese, who also did 21 Day Fix, which this was kind of connected with at the beginning. Her brother is a chef, so they have some fabulous videos kind of demoing how to do all these recipes, along with the written recipe you can use. So a ton of useful information. This program, I love it when it's paired with, excuse my son in the other room, at least he's cooking. 80 Day Obsession. You can do this program with timed nutrition. So it tells you what containers to have when. So if you like things laid out, super structured, that is the ultimate, because it will get you results. I mean, it's guaranteed. There's no wondering if you're doing it right, because if you're following what it tells you to have and when, you can't do it wrong. So that's why some people absolutely love this program. I prefer a little less structure, but to be honest, if you have weight to lose and you're doing a heavy duty workout, this is probably the recommended option, because it sets you up. It sets you up for success. Planning it around families. Both of these programs have videos how to work it with family time and things as well. But you just have to, if you're having your food in sections, you're just going to be giving your family maybe bigger portions. You're going to be teaching them how to eat better. You'll just play with it to make it work for everyone. But often, like on 2B Mindset, we'll have the same protein, we'll have the same accessories, which is like the side things, but I'll have mine over zoodles or spaghetti squash, while they might have regular pasta. So that's kind of an easy switch up in our house. So some other things we have, Shakeology. If we talk about a challenge pack, we often recommend Shakeology. To look at that, I have to add my information. So Shakeology is our nutrition shake. It's like the equivalent of 5 trips to the salad bar. It has superfoods that are sourced often outside of North America. And you might say, well, I like to shop local. Valid point. Do that for the rest of your meals. But a lot of our land in North America is now overused and overprocessed. So the soil isn't as rich. Sourcing some of these products elsewhere, partly because most of them aren't grown in North America, but it just gives them more nutrition before they're dried and ground to go into Shakeology. So I can click on that now. So the difference, right and getting healthy is this is going to give us a video about Shakeology, which I will share in the group as well. There are so many fabulous videos. We've got some new great ones on Shakeology, just talking about quality. Over the last few months, we've had some delays on shipping, partly, for all sorts of reasons, but partly due to Shakeology. They test every batch of Shakeology. I think it's over 300 times or something, like every batch, they just make sure that it's got the correct ingredients in there, it's the right quality. They're not going to put out anything that's subpar. The reason, and that led to us being behind on shipping for some things. They're back on track now. I think actually we might have 1 or 2 small delays still because we've got so many different flavors as well. Keeping up and keeping track, especially when, you know, everyone switches to one flavor at the same time, it causes delays. We also have our Beachbody Performance line. You'll hear us talking about Energize or Liquid Sunshine or Mom Crack or Mama Go-Go Juice. There's so many different terms we have for it because it's like a morning lifeline. When you get up early and get your workout in, having this before your workout is more natural ingredients. So you're not putting a lot of crap and food coloring, and it doesn't give you like that. I don't know, if I've had some energy drinks that I was like shaky and jittery and I didn't know what to do with myself. You don't get that with Energize. It just gives you like a little bit of a natural buzz that helps you keep pushing through your workout. Two other products we have in nutrition, which I'll just hop back over here down to the nutrition center. When you sign up, you'll also get access to the 2B Mindset membership and the monthly fix. Often we recommend you cancel that at the top because you have so much to learn in that one program with 30 videos to watch. Chances of you getting to that membership straight away is not super high because you're also doing your workouts, you're changing your nutrition. It takes time. We don't want to overwhelm you. So you can go back down the road and add these in. You can add them for free. You get a 1 month trial, then it charges you $19.95 a month for customers, $15 for coaches. There's a ton of information there. There's more recipes, there's interviews, like I'll just take you into this one. There's monthly videos, the new topic every month. The content this month is for weight loss, meal planning, accountability, and ongoing support. Reading food labels is their big one. And then they always do a one-on-one with a current member, and then you get more recipes. So high protein whole wheat bagels. I haven't looked at that, but I'm gonna have to because my son's a bagelaholic right now. Garlic butter steak bites with cheesy cauliflower mash. How to read labels. So super useful information, but again, go back to it when you have more time. Go back to it when you need more information, when you've done all those initial videos, when you've joined in our nutrition group and you've learned how everything works, then go back and take it to the next level. The other thing we have, which I'm actually doing right now, is called the Ultimate Reset. This one is it's a cleanse. So a cleanse, you know, our bodies can do amazing things. Our liver takes out the toxins in our body. Our body naturally gets itself at the right pH. Our body does a lot, but sometimes we overtax it. Sometimes we have too much processed food. We have too much animal products. We have too much wine, and our body says, whoa, give me a little help here. So this is a product that helps you slow down. So it's 3 weeks where you're not supposed to work out. You follow a plan where the first week is reclaim, where you're adjusting your inner chemistry. You're having an alkalinized drink, a greens drink, and you're just adding some extra supplements, and then you're removing red meat and dairy from your diet. So these can just place an extra stress on your digestive system. So it just kind of helps your body calm down and heal from the inside out. The second week is release, and we take a detox drink 3 times a week. Some detoxes like flush your system out and you spend half the day in the bathroom. This one does not do that. It's just a very gentle cleanse, and it just helps everything keep moving. Restore, the week I'm on right now, it restores your digestive system along with other internal processes to better efficiency, putting nutrients, enzymes, and pre and probiotics back into your body. So in this week, it's mostly fruits and vegetables. So I joke at dinner time that it's a serving of vegetables with a side of vegetables. And that's what it is. Lunchtime today is an Asian cabbage salad with miso soup. Last night was a sweet potato with an Asian vegetable stir fry. So you mix it up. There's an amazing variety. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of food prep. You have to slow down. You have to listen to your body, and you have to make it work. But it's, for me, I think this is my 5th or 6th time doing it. I do it once a year, and life changing. The biggest thing long term I've seen is just my love of vegetables. Like, I come out of this and I'm just craving vegetables. And that's the thing, like Erin's really found with 2B Mindset. She craves vegetables. And I probably would have found that too if I'd started there first, but 2B Mindset is newer. But this program helped me love vegetables, learn new ways to use them, realize I didn't have to have meat in every meal. Like, what? It was hard for my husband. He does it with me too. And then another benefit is just feeling better. Like, my energy right now, I'm on 2 weeks with no caffeine, and I'm not needing caffeine. I'm feeling just more, I don't know, like vibrant and glowing. And I still have a week to go. So just overall improvements. Oh, and the other bonus is the scale. I'm down 10 pounds. And it's 10 pounds that I've kind of put on over the last 6 months. And I've been working out and I've been trying my best. And this time I just couldn't knock it. So that's been pretty awesome. So I'm back to just feeling more comfortable in my clothes again, which I love. So if you have questions about this program, I would love to tell you more about it. Mary Beth is actually starting it next week. So we will get more information from her too. And the other nutrition program we have is the 3-day refresh, which is there, if there's a little tab for that. Anyways, the 3-day refresh is, it's like a 3-day mini cleanse. And the idea behind both of these, the 3-day refresh and the 21 or the ultimate reset, is to de-bloat you. It's not to like cleanse anything out. It's pretty much food-based. There are, again, extra supplements, but they're all natural, like food-based things in the supplements for the ultimate reset. And it's there's extra fiber. Take away foods that, I'm just going to unshare for a second. It's to take away foods that kind of bloat us, anything that's an inflammatory. So a lot of the weight loss people, not a lot, a chunk of the weight loss people see in Ultimate Reset and the 3-day refresh is just de-bloating, because if we often get inflamed in our gut, and that causes our belly to distend, and we often feel uncomfortable from that. So this just makes everything flow a lot better. So 3-day refresh, we often do recommend people will do it before an event if they want to lose a couple pounds and wear an outfit, but I like it best after an event, after I know I'm going to indulge in things and I want to get my nutrition back on track. And I want to, because once you've done it, you're like, okay, I should stay on track now because I feel so good. So I love the benefit of that. Some people do it once a month, and it's a great idea. It depends where you're at with your nutrition. If you're doing really well, you don't need it once a month. But if you need that kickstart regularly, it works. It makes a difference. So as far as that is the basics of the nutrition programs, we have Shakeology, as I mentioned. We have so many videos, great information on that. But Erin has had great success with 2B Mindset. Mary Beth, who is just getting ready for a vacation and cleaning there, has done Ultimate Portion Fix for a long time and has had great success. But she's also trying out 2B Mindset because it's important, to find what's going to fit with you long term versus what's going to help you in the short term. So sometimes playing around with both programs, but we recommend initially you choose one program and you stick with it, because that's otherwise you're like, you just get confused. What should I do? What should I do? So Erin, is there anything you'd like to share from 2B Mindset or from your nutrition that's even anything in nutrition that's helped you with Beachbody?
The vegetable thing really sticks out to me because I used to like vegetables, but I never made them a priority. And the more I eat them, the more I love them, the more variety I try, the more I love. And it makes a huge difference to me uh, in how good I feel. The more veggies I eat and make a priority, the better I feel. And so now, like you said, I can't go a day without my veggies.
Like later.
And it took a long time. Cece, hi. And it took a while for me to just really grow to love them, but you just stick with it, and pretty soon you're just craving them, and you can't be happier about it.
It is, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I don't like vegetables. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like, I mean, sometimes people don't like Shakeology as well when they first try it. And I'm like, okay, your palate adjusts. Cause especially if you eat a lot of sugar and a lot of processed food, you have a very unnatural understanding of flavors. So I don't even put, like, some people use a ton of herbs in their cooking as well. I don't even do that. I just like the food. Like, you can have almost any vegetable at me, cooked or raw, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, but oh my gosh, a smorgasbord of like roasted vegetables. Oh, I could totally live on that. So it's adjusting, it's baby steps, and it's trying new things, and it's trying new recipes, because sometimes you don't like something cooked one way, but you'll enjoy it a different way. And that's what it comes down to, experimenting and having it. It's like teaching like most people in all of our groups have fed their baby and taught their baby to eat, but sometimes they're like, blah, 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 like when you try and put the spoon in their mouth and their faces, it's the cutest thing ever. But I think, what's the rule? Sometimes it takes 6 times before they'll like it. Like, remember those green beans? Ooh, and those were gross. Because they weren't salted or anything when they're babies. So we get to put like accessories on them, and that's in 2B mindset. We call it accessories, anything you put on top of your food. But we can add things to give it more flavor. So we don't even have the excuse that it's bland and boring. Then fix it. Same with eating. Like, we've got so many dressings, healthier dressings. Like, even buying a store-bought, just look and make sure it's less than 50 calories per 2 tablespoons or whatever. Or even less than that. I mean, Trader Joe's has some fabulous dressings, like Bold House yogurt dressings in the refrigerated section in any grocery store, and they're made in Bakersfield. Or I think they are. That's where the company is anyways. But use those to dip your vegetables in, to put on your salad. Like, I remember someone saying, oh, I hate this raspberry vinaigrette I'm putting on my salad. And I'm like, then don't put it on your salad. Like, you don't have to have a gross vinaigrette you don't like. You can use a creamy dressing, just water it down. Like, even a higher calorie one, put it in a little container, put some water in, shake it up so it like spreads better. Because what you don't want is 200 calories of salad dressing on your salad. If you thin any dressing out, you're going to decrease the calories. And you toss it in a big bowl and then put it in your small bowl. Like, so often we just put it on top, and then we eat the dressing, and then we're like, oh, we need more dressing because there's nothing down here. I like dig through my salad when I start eating to mix all the yummy stuff in, and then it's everywhere, and you don't have to put extra crap on it. So all veggies are good. I remember as well someone saying, oh, you can only have this many mini carrots. What are you going to have instead if you're hungry? Right? Probably something crappy. So eat more carrots. Use a little bit of dip if you need it. Hummus, another great option. But we vilify things that should not be vilified. As long as you're getting your vegetables in. Don't put 2 pounds of cheese on top of your broccoli. But every once in a while, having a cheese sauce, especially for your kids, to get them to eat it, it's not a bad idea. We just especially finding ways to help our kids enjoy them too. So they don't hit adulthood and go, oh my gosh, I hate vegetables, because no one ever taught me how to eat them. That's a job. That's our job. We need to help them learn to love veggies too. It's a hard job, but we can do it. We can do it. So, this doesn't have to be something that's limited to you. It's good for your whole family. Chances are your family needs it as much as you do, because getting stuck in that processed food world is not a good thing. And you can mix in frozen things. Like, there's lots of healthy foods that go in the freezer too that you can mix in, and you'll find them through some of these videos. You can ask us. Follow people. I have a friend who, oh yeah, I found these chicken, they're almost like chicken nuggets, but they're much healthier at Costco. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go buy them because I know she's done her research and it makes my life easier. So find friends that have good tips, and I should just share her tips. I share her stuff sometimes, but find friends that have tools as well. And we're all in it together. Like, if our friends are healthy too, we have friends to hang out with and we can like what they eat. So that's, you know what? That's another good reason to invite your friends to join us, especially for a number of reasons. One, if you think they could improve their health choices, you'd like to help them do it. Two, if you just want a friend to do this with and to support you, hey, do you want to come do this program with me? I could use some extra support, and we can get healthier together. And then we can go, you think of a reward to do together. We can go to the beach together and enjoy, being in our swimsuits for once without sitting there with our cover-ups on. We can be something totally different. We can go wine tasting together and wear cute outfits. Like, finding ways to make it more fun, finding ways to make it more doable, and go eat your veggies. And miso soup with seaweed's really good too. We should do a poll. Who likes miso soup? I don't know. I don't think there's many people that don't like it, Mary Beth. I think you're in the minority. Okay, we are out. I will put this in the recording. Have a fun trip, Mary Beth, and talk to you guys later. See you next Tuesday.